Good afternoon, everyone. This is originally a test, test for new equipment here. But since I finally got it working, not where I want it to be, but hey, it's a start, right? Anyway, so I want to talk about these memos. I want to talk about Edwin Jackson, linebacker for Colts. I wasn't per se a hard Colts fan, but I was a Colts fan as far as I like them better than the Patriots, teams like that. That's not the point, though. The point is it breaks my heart to see Edwin's face on TV that not only was he killed, he and a friend killed by a drunk driver, but the drunk driver was an illegal immigrant that had been deported more than once. So we go to this talk, and he's being treated with no respect because you have Democratic lawmakers up there at the Capitol right now wanting to push DACA. Well, I am sick and tired of hearing about DACA. I don't want to hear about DACA anymore. I want to hear about those that lost their lives from an illegal immigrant where sanctuary cities have been protecting them. That's what I want to hear about. I want to hear about how the mothers and fathers are trying to cope with that. I watched the State of the Union address, and I know many of you did. I thought it was very, very great. I mean, I'm going to adjust this thing here. But I thought personally that the State of the Union was very, very good. I particularly kind of teared up quite a bit seeing the parents of who lost their daughters from MS-13. That's heartbreaking. And the Democrats didn't even stand in respect for them. They didn't stand in respect for the military gentleman or the refugee from North Korea. They didn't stand for any of that. So I don't call Democrats Democrats. I call them Democrats. And judge me if you want. Go right ahead. I've read their platform. Any platform that supports the murdering of unborn children and supports criminality by saying illegal immigrants are not criminals when they are, because they illegally cross the border. I've come to the conclusion that a Democrat hasn't suffered such a loss. That's the conclusion I've come to. I may be wrong, but that is what I see. I would like to know if Nancy Pelosi, in her mansion, in her armed detail, in her wall, have you suffered, Nancy? Has anyone in your family lost a loved one because of an illegal? I want you demon rats to start taking in these illegals in your home, around your daughters, around your sons, around your jewelry boxes, around your guns. That's what I want you to do. Let them in your walls. President Trump gave a wonderful State of the Union address, and anyone that disagrees with that is sick in the head. Totally. I'm going to say this. You Democrats better be finding Jesus Christ, because that's what's wrong with you. You've been turned over to reprobate minds because you refused to accept the truth. God has closed your eyes and ears to it, and you'll be unable to ever know the truth. Ever. But you guys want to fight over our southern border. I have a border around my yard, around my property, my land. I promise you, an illegal won't cross over it. Because I live around people who stand for law and order. An illegal will not come into my home. It's a shame when you have a fence that you have to put no trespassing on it. Maybe that's what we need to do at the border. Start throwing out some no trespassing signs, since the Democrats don't want to make a deal for the wall. I really hope President Trump does not cave to DACA. Because where were you lawmakers at when people like Dominique was killed on his way to work? Or the two beautiful young teenagers killed by MS-13. Where were you? You were protecting the criminals. And you sanctuary cities, I pray that the Department of Justice comes down on you like hellfire. You are aiding and abetting and harboring criminals. May justice find you. I've got the number to ICE. If I find any, I'm going to call ICE. And I'm going to turn them in to ICE. That's one subject I want to talk about. Next subject I want to talk about is family. What is family exactly? Well, yes, blood. But that don't make you family. Not in the least little bit. Family is people that don't keep kicking you down like a dog when you are already down. Family don't prey on your mental disabilities and threaten you into signing your children over. Family that's very wealthy don't take their mentally challenged family members' whole check as rent. Leave them without a way to go, especially to the doctors when they have health problems. I have sought out civil rights attorneys and the governor's office on this, because as a reverend, I see too much of it, and I want it to stop. I pray that it does stop. I really do. Anyway, this was just a test to test my equipment, but I want to say this. I don't know if anybody is chatting. No, that's good. I will say this. I'm not going to do the rant that I wanted to. You know, I have to ask for forgiveness all the time because when I see the things I see on social media, the lies, the ideological subversion with Democrats and the lies that they're told and the lies that they spew, I get angry. And I usually respond. So on a daily basis, I have to ask for forgiveness. And I have to pray for those people because their minds are just not right. They believe lies. I think it's awful. Awful. Anyway, in a few minutes, or at 3 o'clock, I'll be doing my Christian radio station show. Anybody that needs prayer, you're welcome to email missionforchristmen@gmail.com. But mind you, you send any threats to me, my sheriff is another version of Sheriff Clark. He will come after you. That's all. See you guys at 12. 2. I'm sorry, 3. One of those. Oh, Wednesday show every Thursday at 3:30. Wednesday show every Thursday, 3:30 with renowned author Jocelyn Anderson. She is partners in this show on Wednesdays. And she's written several books. I especially am very fond of the book, and you can get it on Amazon, Women Submit, Christians and Domestic Violence. You must read that. You must. All right. God bless. I'm out.